Good morning, students. In previous video titled Turing Machine Part 1, we have discussed what is a Turing machine, how will we define a Turing machine, what are the different ways to represent a Turing machine, and what is a language accepted by a Turing machine. Today, we will discuss how will we design a Turing machine for a given languages, means for a regular language, for a context-free language, and for a non-context-free languages. And next topic of discussion is Turing machine versus a computer program. Let us see the first problem. Design a Turing machine that accepts language A and Bn such that n is greater than or equal to 0. The first step before to design a Turing machine for a given language, we have to identify the patterns of words in the language. Here you can see in this language, all words have number of A's, consecutive number of A's followed by the consecutive number of B's. First point. And also number of A's should be equal to number of B's. Okay. There are several techniques, there are several algorithms you can choose to design a Turing machine for this problem. Let us take a simple technique. Okay. Technique is we convert the leftmost A into X. Okay. And then we convert the rightmost B into a blank symbol. And we repeat this process until the string becomes empty. Is it clear? Now question is, how will we identify the leftmost A and how will we identify the rightmost B? This is the technique. We have to identify the leftmost A and have to identify the rightmost B. I am again repeating the technique. First we convert the leftmost A into X. Then we remove the rightmost B, means convert the rightmost B into a capital B, and repeat this process until the string becomes empty. Is that clear? Next, we know the initial configuration. The initial configuration machine always start from the initial state. Then how will we represent the initial configuration? The initial state followed by the input word. Now suppose we take a word AAA followed by B. Okay. Now this is the representation of the initial configuration. Initial state followed by the word. Okay. Now the technique is we convert this A into X. And how will we do this? Delta, the movement of the Turing machines, delta, machine in state Q0, and if input is A, machine goes to the state Q1, replace this A by X and moves in the right directions. Okay. Now next step, we convert the A to X and skip all A's and all B's except the rightmost B. Okay. So how will we skip all A's and all B's except the rightmost B? Now after converting this A into X, where the machine? Machine is in the state Q1. Now machine in state Q1 and input is A. It remains in the same state. Replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. And if it reads B, replace this B by B and remain in the same state and moves in the right direction. Okay. What will be happen if it exhausted all A's and all B's? If it reads all A and all B's, then The machine reads the B, means the blank, capital B means the blank symbol. Now machine changes its state Q1 to Q2, replace this B by B and moves in the left directions. This way it identifies the rightmost B. Now where the machine is in this place. And what we have to do in this place, we convert this B into capital B. How will you do this? Machine in state Q2, and if B is in counter, it moves to the state Q3, replace this B by B and moves in the left directions. Okay. And what will be our next step? We skip all B's and all A's. Okay. Now how will we do it? Machine in state Q3, input is B. Okay. Remain in the same state, replace this B by B and moves in the left directions. Now if it encountered A, reads A, remain in the same state, replace this A by A and moves in the left direction. This way we skip all A's and all B's and moves in the left directions. Now what will be happen if machine is state Q3 and if X is encountered at this place, X is encountered, then it moves in the right directions. Okay, and goes to the state Q0. Here you can see machine in state Q3. If it reads capital X, goes to the state Q0 and replace this X by capital X and moves in the right directions. This way here you can see we can identify the leftmost A. And what will be our next step? We repeat the same things, convert this A into X, moves in the right direction, skip all A's and all B's, and we now convert this rightmost B into capital B. Okay, is it clear? And we repeat these steps. Okay, now what will be happen when the input becomes empty? Machine must be in a state Q0, and this is the tape head under the symbol is B. Okay, so machine in state Q0, if input is B, means all input is exhausted. Machine goes to the state Q4, replace this capital B by B and moves in the right directions. And here this Q4 is the final state. You have made this Q4 as a final state. Okay. Now this is the final configurations. X, 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 B followed by this Q4 and this is B. Now what are the states we have used to design this Turing machines? Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Okay. So capital Q is this state, sigma is AB, gamma is A, B and capital X, B is the blank symbol. What is the F? F is the Q4, Q0 is the Q0 initial state, blank symbol is B. And this is the transition diagram of the Turing machine. You know the technique, how will you draw a transition diagram if you have a mathematical representation of the Turing machine. Let us review this. Machine in state Q0, input is A, it goes to the Q1, replace this A by X and moves in the right directions. So machine in state Q0 moves to the Q1 and you have to draw the arc from state Q0 to Q1 and the label this arc A, X and R. This way you can draw a transition diagram for a Turing machines. Here you can see there are 5 states. So you have drawn the 5 circle Q0 and labeled the circle with the states of the Turing machine Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Here Q0 is the initial state and Q4 is the final state. So initial state is represented by the incoming arrow, minus sign, and final state is represented by the double circle. Okay. That is there are, I have already told you, there are several ways you can design a Turing machine for a given a language, for the same language. Let us see the different approach. Now, in this approach, we convert the leftmost A into X and we convert the leftmost B to the Y. Okay, and repeat this process. You will reach at this place. You will reach this place. Okay, so how will you do this? So machine in state Q0, input is A, we want to convert A into X. Q0, machine in state Q0, input is A, it goes to the state Q1, replace this A by X and moves in the right direction. Then next step is skip all A's. This is the corresponding transition function. Machine in state Q1, if input is A, it goes remain in the same state, replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. Okay. If it encountered the B, what we have to do at this place, we want to convert this B by capital Y. Here you can see machine in state Q1, input is B, it goes to the state Q2, replace this B by capital Y and moves in the left directions. Okay. Okay. Now E skips all A's. Okay. And how will do it? Machine in state Q2, if it reads A, replace this A by A and remain in the same state and moves in the left direction. Okay. Now, what will happen? You are skipping A and you will encounter this capital X. What will you have to do at this time? Machine in state Q2, input is X, it reads X, it goes to the initial state, replace this capital X by X and moves in the right directions. Okay. Now, next time when you replace this small a into X, skip all A's, you have to skip also Y to go to this B. Okay. So here you can see machine in state Q0, replace this A by capital X and moves to the state Q1. Okay. Now second, machine in state Q1, if it reads A, it replaces A by A and remain in the same state and moves in the right direction. Okay. At this time, you can see the B is not encountered when you are skipping A, Y is encountered. The machine in state Q1, if input is Y, it remains in the same state, replace this Y by Y and moves in the right directions. Now it encountered B. The machine in state Q1, input is B, it goes to the state Q2, replace this B by Y and moves in the left direction. Okay. Now machine in state Q2, you have to skip all A's and all Y's. Okay, with the help of these two transition functions. Okay. At last, when the input becomes empty, machine in state Q0. Okay. And at this time, instead of A, it reads Y. So what will happen? If machine in state Q0 reads Y instead of A, machine goes to state Q3, replace this Y by Y and moves in the right directions. Okay. If machine in state Q3, again Y is encountered, remain in same state, replace this Y by Y and moves in the right directions. Okay. If at state Q3, input is B, means you are in this position, machine in state Q0, instead of A, Y is encountered, you replace this Y by Y and we want to move in the right directions. Okay, replace this y by again y, this y by again y, and when this blank symbol is encountered, means we are in state Q3, blank symbol is encountered, machine goes to the state Q4, replace this b by b, and moves in the left directions. Okay, is that clear? Here you can also observe that what will be happen if a empty string is input to the machine. Here you can see the language also has the empty word. So this transition function has take care of this machine in state, initial state. If the input string is blank, empty string, machine directly goes to the state Q3, replace this b by b, and moves in the right directions. Okay. Now here you can see you have used the 5 states Q0, Q1 to Q4. Sigma is AB, gamma is A, B, X, Y. We have used the 2 additional symbol X and Y. So you should write this additional symbol into a tape symbol gamma. Q0 is the initial state. Here Q4 is the final states. Okay, and you know the technique how will you draw a transition diagrams. Okay, here you can see when the machine always start from the initial state. When the input word is empty, it directly goes from Q0 to Q3. If Y is encountered, here in this case there is no Y, it directly goes to the Q4 state. Blank is encountered, replace this b by b, and moves in the right directions. Okay, so this is a technique to design a Turing machine for the language A and Bn, and you know that the language A and B is a context-free language. There are several ways you can design a Turing machine for a given language. These two are not the unique technique. There are several ways you can do the designing part of the Turing machines. Okay, let us take another example. Suppose a regular language is represented by regular expressions, and you are interested to design a Turing machine for a regular expression. Let us take. Here you can see the given regular expression is a plus b. Next is b. Next is the a plus b star. You can observe that the first symbol in each word in this regular expression either A or B. Next symbol must be B, and next symbol, that is a third symbol, is maybe A or B or any combinations of A and B. Is it clear? Now let us start from this place. Here you can see the first symbol is either A or B. Okay, and we also know the machine always start from the initial state. Okay, so how will you do these things? So machine in state Q0. Okay, and if it reads A, it goes to the state Q1, replace this A by A, and moves in the right direction. Is it clear? If it reads B, okay, it goes to the state Q1, replace this B by B, and moves in the right direction. Is it clear? So we have designed a transition function for the first symbol of the regular expressions. Okay. Next symbol must be B. What will you do? Now the machine is in state Q1. If it reads B, it goes to the state Q2, replace this B by B, and moves in the right direction. Okay. Now, how will you design a transition function for this part of the regular expression? Here you can see any combinations of A or B. Okay, so how we'll do it is, now machine in state Q2, if it reads A, it remain in the same state. Okay, replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. Okay, and if it reads B, it remain in the same state, replace this B by B and moves in the right direction. So this way you can do the repetitive readings of A's or B's, or skipping A's or B's. Okay, you have to add one additional transition function. What will be happen when the input word is exhausted? In this case, machine reads the B. So now you can see the machine is in a state Q2. And if in a state Q2, it reads B, it goes to the next state, replace this capital B by B and moves in the left directions. Okay. Here you have to make this Q3 state as a final state. Okay. So here you can see, with the help of the 4 states, you can design a Turing machine. So capital Q is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Sigma is AB. Gamma is A, B, capital B. Q0 is initial state. F is a Q3. Capital B is B blank symbol. And this is the transition diagram for our Turing machines. Okay, you already know how will you draw a transition diagram for a Turing machine. Okay. Next problem. Suppose you want to convert a given NFA or DFA into a Turing machine. The technique is very simple. Let us see a specific problem to understand. Suppose this is a transition diagram for a given NFA for a regular expression A plus B, B, A plus B star. Okay. Now, we simply convert each label of arc by AR, AAR or BBR or any other symbol with same symbol or followed by the right directions. Okay. So we simply convert each arc labeled A by AAR and B by BBR. Okay. Remove the status of the final states. Remove all final states, means make all final states to non-final states. Remove all final states to a non-final state, means make a final state, all final states to a non-final state. Okay. Third step, add an arc BBR from each previously final states to a new final states. Now take a new final state is here is a Q3. Okay. So this is the 3 steps algorithm. With the help of these 3 steps algorithm, you can convert a given NFA or DFA into a Turing machines. Here you can see, here we replace this arc A by AR and this arc B by BBR, this arc B by BBR, and here this AB by AAR and BBR, and now we add one additional arc from Q2 to Q3, take a new final state Q3 and add from previously final state to this final state, meaning BBR to. Okay, so this way you can convert a given NFA or DFA directly to a Turing machine. Okay, let us take another example. To design a Turing machine for the language AN, BN, CN such that n is greater than or equal to 0. And you know this is a non-contest free language. Okay. You can see, take any words of this language. So here I have taken the words AAA followed by B followed by CCC. Okay. Each word in this language consists of consecutive A's followed by the consecutive B and followed by the consecutive C's. And numbers of A's, B's and C's must be equal. Okay. Now again, there are several ways you can design a Turing machine with the help of the different algorithms. Okay. Now here the technique is as follows. We convert the first A into X, skip all A's, all B's except the rightmost B. We replace the rightmost B into small c. Again, we skip all C's moving in the right directions. When this blank symbol is encountered, we move in the left direction, converts two consecutive C's into the capital B, means we removing the two consecutive C's, means we are removing the two rightmost C's into a blank symbol. We move in the left direction, skipping all C's, all B's and all A's. We do repeat these activities until this X is encountered. If X is encountered, we go to the initial states and we repeat the process again. Replace this A by X, skip all A's, all B's except the last B, convert the last B into C, goes skipping again C's to C's and moves in the right direction. When this capital B is encountered, we move in the left directions, remove to C from the tape. Okay, tapes and moves in the left directions. We repeat this process. Okay. When the input string becomes empty, we will reach at these configurations. Okay. We start from initial configuration and we reach at this configuration. Okay. Let us see how we will implement this technique into a movement of the Turing machines. Okay. So machine, as we know, machine always start from the initial state. Here we taken the Q0 as initial state. So what we want convert this A into X. Okay. So machine in state Q0, if it reads A, we goes to the state Q1, replace this A by X and moves in the right direction. Next step, we skip all A's. So this transition functions, delta Q machine in state Q1, input is A, goes to the remain in the same state, replace this A by A and moves in the R. So this way we skip all A's. Now machine in the same state Q1, input is B, machine remain in the same state, replace B by B and moves in the R. This way we skips all B's. Now machine in state Q1, if C is encountered at this time, when C is encountered, okay, when C is encountered, here you can see we moves in the left direction, convert this B into C. We do this activity at this place. Machine in state Q1, if C is encountered, machine goes to the state Q2, replace this C by C and moves in the left direction, means at this place. Okay. Now machine in state Q2. Okay, this Q1. Okay, replace this Q1 by, okay, now at this place Q2. Machine in state Q2, if it reads B, goes to the Q3, replace this B by C and moves in the right directions. So this transition functions convert the rightmost B to C. Now next step, we want to skip all C's. So machine is now in the state Q3. Okay. Input is C. It goes to the state Q3, replace this C by C, moves in the right direction. And we do this activity until the capital B is in counter. If capital B is in counter, we goes to the state Q4, replace this B by B and moves in the left direction. Okay. And what we will do at this place, we want to convert two consecutive C into capital B, means we want to remove the rightmost two C into a blank symbols. So these two transition functions do these activities. So machine in state Q3. Okay. Yeah, machine in state Q2. Machine in state at this place. Okay. Q3. Input is B. Move to the state Q4. Okay. Replace this B by and move the left directions. Okay. Now the machine is at this place. Okay. At the rightmost C. Now what we want? We want to remove this C. So machine in state Q4. Input is C. Machine goes to state Q5. Replace this C by B and moves in the left directions. Next, machine in state Q5. Input is C. Machine goes to the state QC. Replace this C by B and moves in the left direction. So these two transition functions removes the two rightmost C into a blank symbols. Okay. Now the next step is we want to skip C's, all B's and all A's. With the help of these three transition functions, we do these activities. So machine in state Q6, input is C. Machine remain in same state, replace C by C and moves in the left direction. B moves in the left direction, A moves in the left direction. So these three transition function skips all C, all B's and all A's, moves in the left direction. What will be happen if machine in state Q6 and X is encountered? What we want? We want to move in the left directions, means we want to go to the state Q0, replace this X by X and moves in the right direction. So this way we identify the leftmost. Okay. And again we repeat the same process. When the input string becomes empty, means at this place, the machine always in the state Q0, initial state. If input is B is in counter, machine goes to the state Q7, replace this B by B and moves in the right directions. Okay. Here you have to make this Q7 to a member of the final state. Okay. So during implementing this technique, you have used the 8 states Q0 to Q7. Input alphabet is AB. Tape alphabet is A, B and capital B. And final state is Q7. There are 4 states. You have to draw the 4 circle Q0 to Q7. Okay. And you know the technique, how will we make a transition diagrams. Okay. So this, with the help of this technique, you can design a Turing machine. Let us take another example. Design a Turing machine to accept the language L, W such that W is WR and W is the element of A, B. Actually, this is a palindrome language. In this language, all words are palindrome word, and the language is the palindrome language. Okay, and you all know what is a palindrome word. Meaning starting symbol and last symbol must be same. Second symbol from starting and second symbol from last should be same. Okay. A word may be even or word may be odd. Okay. So let us take a word in this language. Okay. So I have taken this word A, BB, A, BB, A. Here you can see the starting symbol, last symbol should be same. Second from starting and last from starting should be same. Third from starting, last from starting same. Here you can see the fourth from starting and fourth from end should be same. This is a palindrome word. Okay, and we are going to design a Turing machine for the palindrome language. Okay. Here is the same technique we have used. We delete the first symbol. Suppose the first symbol is A, and we move in the right direction, and the rightmost symbol should be A, and we convert this A into a blank symbol, or we remove this A. Next, we move in the left direction. If B is in counter, we go in the left directions, and at this time here you can see B is in counter. We remove this B by a blank symbol, moves in the right directions. The last symbol must be B, and if the last symbol is not B, means the word is not be a palindrome word, and the machine will be crash. If machine will be crash, it means the word is not accepted by the Turing machines. Okay. So the technique is we cut the first symbol of the word and we cut the last symbol of the word, and it must be same. If it must be same, if it is same, then we repeat the process. If it is not same, machine will be crashed and the word is rejected by the Turing machines. Okay. So let us see how will we implement these techniques in terms of the movement of the Turing machines. Okay. So machine in initial state, if A is encountered, or it may be a B. Let us, in this example, A is encountered. We replace this A by a blank symbol, and machine goes to the state Q1 and moves in the right direction. Next step, we skip all A's and B's until the capital B is encountered. And how we'll do these things? With the help of these two transition functions. Machine in state Q1, if A is encountered, machine remain in same state, replace A by A and moves in the right direction. This transition function, with the help of this transition function, we skip all A's. With the help of this transition function, we skip all B's, Q1B, Q1B, R. If blank symbol is encountered, if this B is encountered, B moves in the left directions. Machine change the state from Q1 to Q2, replace this B by B and move the left direction. And here we have identified the last symbol. And here you can see last symbol must be A. So Q2, machine in state Q2, input is A. What will we do? Machine changes its state Q2 to Q3, replace this A by B and moves in the left directions. Okay. Now, at state Q3, input is A or input is B. V skips all A's and B's and moves in the left directions. If at state Q3 B is encountered, machine in state Q0, B is encountered, it moves in the right direction, replace B by B. This way we identify the leftmost symbols. Okay. Now we are in these positions. So machine in state Q0, input is B. At this time, input is B. So we don't go to the state Q1. Now here you can see, here's one of the important thing. We will return back to initial state if and only if the first and last symbols are A. In the above scenario, okay, let us see if the leftmost symbol is B rather than A. What will you do? So machine in state Q0, input is B. It goes to the state Q4, not the state Q1. Okay. And replace this B by capital B means we remove the this B into capital B. Okay. This B into capital, this B into capital B. Okay. So Q0 B, Q4 B, and moves in the right directions. Change leftmost symbol into B. Now, machine at this time, machine in state Q4. And what we want? We want to skip all A's and B, and we repeat this step until this capital B is encountered. So these three transition functions do the activities. Okay. Machine in state Q4, input is A. Machine remain in same state, replace A by A and moves in the right direction, skip all A's. Machine in state Q4, B is encountered. Machine remain in same state, replace this B by B and moves in the right direction. This skips all B's. Machine in state Q4, input is B. Machine goes to at this time Q5, replace Q4 to replace this B by B and moves in the left direction. This way we identified last symbol at this time, it must be B. Okay. Now machine in state Q5, B is encountered. We replace this Q6 by we delete this B into B, capital B, and moves in the left directions. Now machine in state Q6, A or B, what we want? We want to move in the left direction, skip all A's and B's. Okay, these three statement. Machine in state Q6, input is A, remain in same state, moves in the left direction. If input is B, remain in same state, moves in the left direction. If B is encountered, machine goes to the initial state, replace this B by B and moves in the right direction. And this transition function identifies the leftmost symbol. At this time, you can see here is the A. Okay. Here you can see not the A, again B. Okay. Now we will return back to the initial state if and only if the first and last symbols are B. Okay. Now, as we know, the palindrome word may be even length or it may be a odd length. So what will happen if the palindrome word has a even length? In this case, you have to simply add one additional transition functions in addition to the above defined transition functions. Machine always in the initial state if the palindrome word has a even length. So machine is state Q0, input is B, it goes to the state Q7, replace this B by B and moves in the right direction. At this time, you make this Q7 as a member of this F. For odd length palindrome, the machine is not in the initial state. Machine is in a state Q2 or it may be in a state Q5. Okay. In this situation, if machine in a state Q2, input is B, it goes to the same final state Q7, replace this B by B and moves in the right directions. If machine is in state Q5, okay, replace this B by B and moves to the state Q7. Okay. Now, during this transition function, we have used the 8 states Q0, Q1 to Q7. Sigma is AB, gamma is AB, capital B. Initial state Q0 and a final state is only one final state Q7. Blank symbol we have used this P. And you know the technique of drawing the transition of functions. Transition diagram with the help of a transition functions. Here you can see there are 8 circles, and these circles are named with the states of the machine Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6 and Q7. There is no need to how one can draw a transition diagram. You already know it. Okay. Last discussion point is Turing machine and a computer program. Let us consider the following Turing machine. This Turing machine has 4 states: Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Sigma is AB. Q0 is the initial state. Q3 is the final state, and these are the transition functions. With the help of these transition function and with the help of the 7 tuples, we can draw a transition diagram. Okay. Now, suppose this is a transition diagram of the above Turing machines. Okay. Let's observe this Turing machine. Okay. Let us take a word AA and see what will be happen when we feed this word into Turing machine. AA, what is AA? So machine starts from the initial state Q0. First word is A, therefore it goes from this Q0 to Q1. Read this A, replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. Okay. With the help of this transition diagram, or you can take with the help of a transition moves. Machine in state Q0, if input is A, replace this A by A, moves in the right direction and goes to the state Q1. Now, next symbol in our board is A, and machine in at this state Q1 state. What will we do? Machine goes to the state Q2. If it reads A, it goes to the state Q2, replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. The input word is AA. Now here you can see next symbol is a capital B, means the input string is exhausted. And where the machine? At state Q2. Input is B, replace this B by B and moves in the right direction. Means from starting state Q0, you goes to the Q3. Machine halts. And you can see the final configuration has the state Q3 and which is the final state. We can say AA is accepted by the Turing machine. Is it clear? Now, any sequence of B's followed by AA followed by any combinations of A and B, the word must be accepted by this Turing machine. Okay, means this Turing machine identifies the language consisting of all words that have double A. Is it clear? Means this Turing machine accepts all words that have a double A. Is it clear? Now, let us see what will be happen if word is BA. What is the word? Word is BA. Now, the word BA is fed into this machine. What will happen? Machine is initial state Q0. The first symbol is B. Therefore, machine remain in same state, replace B by B and moves in the right direction. And what is the second symbol in your word? A. So machine in state Q0, input it reads A, it goes to state Q1, replace this A by A and moves in the right direction. Third symbol, what is the third symbol of your word? You can say capital P, means the input is exhausted. The machine halts at the state Q1, but the state Q1 is not a final state. It means that machine will crash. Means word is rejected by the machine. That is, the word is not accepted by the machine. Is it clear? Now, let us take another word. It is very interesting Turing machine. Let us take another machine, another word, not the machine, another word. And word is AB. What is the word? Word is AB, consisting of only two symbols. A, first symbol is A and next symbol is B. Is it clear? Now, what will happen? You know, machine always start from the initial state. And what is the initial state? Q0. And what is the first symbol it reads? A. Machine in state Q0, if it reads A, it goes to state Q1, replace A by A and moves into the right direction. Okay. And what will be the next symbol? Next symbol is B. And where the machine? Machine is in the state Q1. If it reads B, it goes to the Q0, replace B by B and at this time moves the left direction. What will be the next symbol machine reads? It does not read the B. At this time it reads the A. Again it goes to state Q1, replace A by A and moves in the right direction. And in the state Q1 it reads B, replace B by B and moves to the left direction, goes to state Q0. Means you can observe that when you feed A, B to the machine, machine moves from state Q0 to Q1, Q1 to Q0, Q0 to Q1. Is it clear? In this situation, if you take the programming language analogy, programming language terminology, if you take the programming language terminology, you can say that Turing machine is in a loop. Is it clear? With the help of taking the programming language terminology, we can say the Turing machine is in a loop. Okay. On the basis of this discussion, we can conclude that when a word is given to a Turing machine, Turing machine may be in 3 positions, or in other words, 3 situations may be arises. What are the situations? When we feed a word into a Turing machine. Machine may goes into 3 situations. Either machine is an halt with the final state, machine halts with a non-final state, or machine is in a loop forever. Is it clear? In other words, we can say every Turing machine over the alphabet sigma divides a set of strings, that is sigma star, into 3 classes. Again, I am repeating this statement. Every Turing machine M over the alphabet sigma divides the set of strings sigma star into 3 classes. First class, accept M. Second class, reject M. Third class, loop M. Is it clear? What is the accept M? Is the set of words lead machine to a final state. This set of words define the language accepted by the Turing machine. Next class, reject M. Is the set of words lead Turing machine to a non-final state. This is the set of words rejected by the Turing machine. Next class is the loop M. Means it's a set of words that lead Turing machine in the loop forever. Okay? Is it clear? This is the reference book, you already know. Any questions? Thank you for watching and listening this video. Let me know if you have any feedbacks. Thank you very much.